Hello everybody, Justin from Playing Board Games here, and today I am doing something special, a little collaboration with Head Librarian Chad from the Restricted Collection. They have a podcast about board games. I'll often discuss Arkham Horror, the card game. Whoa! Chad's been in a few of the videos that we've done previously, the Jenny Barnes video during Rogue Week, and then also they were in the interviews we did during Dunwich Legacy Week, and most likely will be in the Carcosa interviews as well. But he threw me an idea to do the campaign play-along for the newest Mythos Busters campaign play-along season through Dream Eaters, where we each do one half of the campaign, and I thought that that was a pretty fun idea. So we're going to release our two halves on the same day. They're going to be coming out for the next little bit that this campaign play-along is going. We've built decks for each other with some recommended upgrades for each other. And then beyond that, we're going to kind of like just make decisions as they go. We don't really have anything planned for how things are going to work. We're just going to have fun doing this and see how the whole thing goes. He built me two decks here. Let me just go like this. So we have a Daisy deck here that's using the Dream Diary, a lot of tomes. Should be pretty simple. If you don't know what a campaign play-along is, you only get a build with that campaign. The Investigator starter decks, because we can see wood and green is here, as well as the revised core. So that's kind of what we're on here. So this is just revised core Dream Eaters and the starter decks, and then we have a Leo deck here, which is just nice to fight a deck with some Leo stuff. So it should be pretty chill, we hope anyway. I have here, I'm playing with this Ultimatum, the Whispering Woods Ultimatum. I set this contract only during setup of Scenario 1A, Beyond the Gates of Sleep. As a reaction, when you draw a non-weakness encounter card, look at cards at the top of the encounter deck until you look at a card with a hidden keyword, add it to your hand, and shuffle the rest into the encounter deck. Then, cancel all effects of the triggering card and discard it. Any investigator may trigger this ability. So we get a one-time replace an encounter card with a hidden card, which can be really good for like if there's a scary enemy or a card that can kill us. But it has a downside. Forced, after advancing to Act 4A, we're going to search the encounter deck for the Ancient Zoog and put it next to the agenda deck. For the remainder of the scenario, the forced effect is active. The Ancient Zoog is going to add more Zoogs to all of the Zoogs, but on the plus side, that's one enemy that we don't have to draw off the encounter deck, so there's a little bit of plus and there's a little bit of negative associated with it. Journey through the gates. From your initial dream, you have been drawn into a familiar dreamscape, the same one that Virgil Gray traversed in his story in Tales from Nevermore. Is this real? Or is your mind simply conjuring what it expects to see? Force, when Doom is placed on this agenda during the Mythos phase, if an investigator is at a Steps location, place one additional Doom on this agenda. 19 Doom advances. Entering the Dreamlands, the door leading out of your initial dream takes you to a stone staircase. Thousands of different stairways join together here, forming an incomprehensible nexus of steps where worlds and stories join together. Where the stairs meet, they form a single spiraling pathway descending deeper into the land of dreams. We do not draw cards to the encounter deck during the Mythos phase, and if an investigator enters the Cavern of Flame, we'll immediately advance. But we can't enter this unless all of the clues here have been discarded, and when we leave it, we take one horror for each card in our hand in excess of 5. So, let's resolve our opening mulligans. Oh, sorry. During the setup, because there's some nice setup here, I have selected Guardian and Seeker, and we got to search for our deck for a Guardian and Seeker card and play it, paying its cost. I went with a gun for Leo. They're all Tonys all the way down for some reason. And then a Dream Diary for Daisy, because I think the sooner we can translate that, the better. Okay. Keep the Switchblade. Something to shoot the Zoogs with is nice. Keep the Mauser. It's going to be expensive to get back into this. Gregory Gry can help us get there, so maybe we keep Gregory. And then we replace those. I heard you like cash, so I put cash inside of your cash. Over here, I don't think we need the other Dream Diary. Scroll of Prophecies is good, but it's not my style. I mean, it's good in Daisy. So right now, I'm going to try to be a little bit more in-depth with this kind of stuff. So right now what I'm thinking about is Nasht and Kamantah, or whatever their names are, in this scenario, in this location. Daisy should be pretty good. She gets a Dream Diary. I can help Leo with the Dream Diary as well. The Encyclopedia is something I want to keep because it can replace that. What's my ally in this Daisy deck? It's been a while since I've played, yeah, wood and green makes sense. It's been a while since I've played a deck that someone else has built for me, and it's always a fun little experience. Alright. Yeah, let's go like that. Don't really know what I was looking for, but it wasn't these. But that's okay. You just have to, you can't be too attached to your cards in this one. Alright, so Daisy's gonna take 1 damage. It's impossible to avoid it completely. So what I think we want to do I think we would like to investigate at 5-1. Oh, did I press this button? I didn't. It's empty. Alright, what's my token bag? There's nothing in here. There's no button to press. Did I accidentally delete it? That would make sense. +1, 0, 0. +1, 0, 0. We add 2 -1s. 2 -2s. Probably a 3 and a 4. And then we add Cultist, Tablet, and then the special ones. Alright, and that gives us 14 tokens. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. Okay. Alright, let's take that again. Up 4. Alright, good first token of the day. Let's go again. I mean, it sets the precedent for what to expect here. So it's like, don't get your hopes up, motherfricker. You're going to hell, and I'm taking you with me. With our tome action, I'm going to... Sorry, I didn't play the tome. So I guess we'll just put this Dream Diary in our hand. That failed. So what I was going to do is I was going to get 2 clues, and then put the Encyclopedia into play, use it to give Leo a little bit of a shot. Because we want to kind of get through this as quick as possible. But I think what we got to do is I think we just have to take it a little bit slow now. So we're going to play Emergency Cash. And I'm going to fast out this Switchblade. And then I'm going to, I guess, draw a card for my last action. Okay. I mean, that's something. We'll go Upkeep. We're going to discard some cards here as Daisy before we leave. No sense in us taking, like, horror for no reason. So we are going to go to Mythos, place Doom. We'll place an additional Doom because we're on some step locations. But in a perfect world, we're going to have Daisy investigate at this location this turn. If all goes according to plan. Maybe Leo can investigate at this location. Leo can at least get here. Daisy's going to take 1. Okay. Daisy is going to spend 2 to play an Encyclopedia. I'm going to discard this card from my hand with the Lightning Bolt on this location. And then we're going to use this for our tome action. And we're going to give Leo +2 Fist until the end of his turn. Second action is going to be move into here. At the center of the cavern is a pillar of flame flanked by 2 robed, bearded men. You recognize this scene from the writings of Virgil Gray. The priest, the cavern, and is all just as he described. Either you have ventured into the same dreamscape or you're sharing in his delusions. You must be tested, one of the priests says enigmatically. Your ordeal will be great, and thus, so too will be your trial. Each investigator loses all their clues. Put the set aside Noshed and Common Ta enemies. Noshed. Common Ta. Your slumber grows deeper. Add a skull to the bag for the remainder of the campaign. The barred golden gates beyond will not open for you. Only the priest can judge whether you are worthy to pass through to the steps below. They cross their weapons, a steel halberd and a silver scythe, in front of the gates. Do not draw cards to the encounter deck during the Mythos phase. If neither Nosh nor Kamanta are in play, we advance. So for our last one, we're going to talk to Kamanta. We have a 5 to 4 test. So we can go 6, 7, 8, 9 to 4. 6 to 4, so we don't get to translate the Dream Diary, but we do pass this. We get to flip this guy over. Your mind is strong, the Guardian admits, but are you ready to shed your concept of truth, of reality? If so, alter your clothing. You protest out of confusion. This is a land of wills, the priest continues. If your resolve is truly strong enough, prove it to me. You close your eyes and imagine a different outfit, straining to recall its texture, its color, its smell, each and every thread of fabric. When you open your eyes, you finished your Sailor Moon transformation and you are wearing it. Good, Kamanta says, stepping aside. Add this card to the victory display. Okay. All right. For Leo's action, we're going to play Gregory Garai, reducing his cost by the smallest amount. And then we'll move in here. And we're going to try to talk to this guy. So I have 6. We're going to go 7 to the game's 4. Not as high as I want to be, but luckily we were not punished. This to me is the first big roadblock. If I can get through this, I'm probably feeling pretty good until the Gug appears or until whenever this happens. Your quest will lead to death, the priest foretells. Prove that you can survive what is to come, and I shall let you pass. Show me your weapon! You open your hand and reveal the first weapon that comes to your mind. Nosh slaps it out of your hand. That is not a weapon. Show me your true weapon. You think for a moment, what weapon could the Guardian possibly be referring to? What weapon can help you survive a place like this? Then the answer hits you plain as day. You point to your temple, and Nash nods. Very well. That's where I keep the bazooka. Add this card to the victory display, and this advances. Satisfied that you are worthy to enter the dreamlands, the priests step aside to let you pass, and the gate beyond opens. Before you step through, one of them grabs you by the wrist and gives you a final warning. Your journey shall take you beyond the land of the gods. The eye of chaos is upon you now. Follow the path and you shall be safe, but beware, he tightens his grip. Stray not from the path. Each investigator loses all their clues. Put the set aside 700 steps, base the steps and enchanted path locations to play, and our slumber grows deeper. We're going to add another skull. Okay, 700 steps, base of the steps, the enchanted wood. Alright, spiraling stairs descend below for what seems like an infinity. Do not draw cards to the encounter deck during the Mythos phase. If each investigator is at the enchanted path, we immediately advance. Should I not stray from the path for this? That'd be a fun little joke. Last action we'll move in here as Leo. Alright, we will then go upkeep. That's a good draw. We will go Mythos phase. We will put 2 Doom, and then Daisy will take 1 damage. Ow! Okay, well, I mean, we just try to investigate, right? We go 3 to 2. Go 5 to 2. Maybe just make it easier on Daisy. 1, -1, so we're going to grab a clue. I'm giving up card draw now for more time in the future. -0. And then we can just hop in here. After you enter the base of the steps, if you have at least 1 card in your hand, test Brain X, where X is the number of cards in your hand after committing to this skill test. If you fail, for each card in your hand, you must either take 1 horror or discard that card. So we have 4 to 2. Because this is 3. Yeah. We're good. Good job, Leo. My hero. Daisy's going to go 1. She's going to get out of the Cavern of Flame. I'm going to discard a card from my hand. I think I'm okay to take 2 horror. think I kind of like all of these. I don't know how much time we have to play them. You know what? I'm going to use my action to just give me +2 brain for this turn. We'll use the encyclopedia. And then we'll move in here. And we'll go 5 to 3. We're okay. And then for our last action, we'll investigate 5 to 3. We'll grab a clue. Honestly, I'm not upset with how things are going so far, but this was like, this is the easy part right now. We're about to get to the harder part. 2 Old Book of Lores. I'm probably going to play that. All right. We'll go 5, 6. Nothing here. Nothing here. We just got to get in there. All right, Daisy. Let's use the Dream Diary to grab this. I'll investigate at 7 to 3. -0. So I can record that we've interpreted the dreams. What the hell? Leo. Daisy. We have interpreted the dreams. Let's go! Okay, but we get this clue. And then this one is if each investigator is at the Enchanted Path. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to then spend 3 and say, thank you, Dream Diary, but you've done your job. And we're going to put out Old Book of Lore. And then we're going to move into the Enchanted Path. We'll move into the Enchanted Path, and then we can advance this. When you reach the base of the stairway, you find yourself in an otherworldly oak forest. The forest floor is thick with countless years of fallen leaves, and you're surrounded by glowing fungi of all shapes and sorts. The soil is pierced with gnarled roots, and the trees are strangled by invasive vines. A winding dirt path leads deeper into the woods. Each investigator loses all their clues. Your slumber grows deeper. We're going to add our 3rd and final skull for this scenario. We remove each steps location from the game. Bye! It was nice knowing you. And then we'll put 6 of the 7 set aside Enchanted Woods. Last time I played, I didn't get the Gug. I don't know how we're going to deal with this guy, this one. Just going to have to fight our way through it, I guess. Like, Leo can fight. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. You go away. Shuffle all remaining set-aside encounter cards except for the Laboring Gug and Randolph Carter to form the encounter deck. And then when we enter 4A, search the encounter deck for the Ancient Zoog. I didn't realize this guy was here. Ancient Zoog. So this guy's here. And his force effect. The start of the enemy phase, if he is ready, add 1 swarm card to each swarming Zoog enemy. Okay. I have 2 actions left as Leo. We're going to draw a card. And yeah, I'll play this Lucky Cigarette Case. Why not? Okay. So remember, we can cancel 1 encounter card. Or, well, not cancel. We can replace it with something else. So we'll go upkeep. And now the show is ready to begin. All right, 7. Pretty happy with our pace, to be honest. Spawn any connecting location. Hunting and swarming 2. I mean, that's going to be a problem. I mean, we have to just accept it, right? We don't really have a choice. Deeper slumber, sure. Okay. How bad would it be to see a Gug as Daisy? Let's find out. Let's search the top 3. I know there's mind over matter in this deck, so that's kind of what I'm looking for there. And then we're going to hop into this location. After you reveal this location, if you do not leave this location before the end of the round, place 1 Doom on the agenda. Honestly, I might actually just tank it. We'll investigate at 7 to 4. Nice. Because we don't have ways to, like, get clues on the fly. I'm going to be constantly checking my deck list here. Yeah, we don't have, like, grab clues from somewhere else. We just have... So the Mind Over Matters I want for the Gug, worst case scenario. Yeah, okay. Not that I was expecting ways to grab clues on the fly, like, that's kind of just how it'd be. I'll go up 2. I don't think we're playing both of these. We're going to go 6 to 4 here. Nice. Okay, I mean, like, yeah, the Doom's there, but our pace was pretty okay from this. I usually, like, if I want to get out by, like, 8. So 7's pretty comfortable. Alright, Leo's going to move in here. Thank God this was not revealed. Okay, we're going to... We cancel all excess damage? It's Zook City. I mean, I can just go 4 to 2. No sense in us using a gun here. Oh, okay. We'll take rid of one of these. I'm going to shuffle it because I can. Because I love sitting in the black seat, even though everyone says, Justin, don't sit in the black seat. All right, and then this guy moves in here, and then I think we just like hunt him down, right? What's the alternative? We try to get a clue. What, we use Tetsuo, go 4 to 3. What does that give us? Not you. Not you. Yeah, I think we just leave that to Daisy. I think we just go in here and just start, make sure this guy is going good. At the start of the enemy phase, we had 1 swarming card, so this guy's basically not going anywhere. There's a chance we might be able to do something with it, but I think it's unlikely. Alright. 8, and then we have an extra 1 because of this, so we're at 9. Alright, we'll go 6. I think we'll go 6, and we'll go 7. We're going to go 7 to 5 on this one. Remember, Brain Icons and Wilds count as 2, so that's why we got 3 from these 2, so we'll go 7 to 5. There are 2 Enchanted Wood reveal locations, so no problem there. Alright, what do we got? Dreamlands Eclipse? That is a Daisy problem. Okay, so I think Daisy's going to move in here. We're going to use the Encyclopedia on Leo, giving him +2 Fist for this round. And then we're going to move in here. And we're going to investigate and take a horror, I think. So we're going to go 5 to 3. Nope. What can you do? Alright, sorry Greg, I didn't use you, but I think that's okay. I think I just want to get this Beak Cop out, so then we can attack this guy at 7 to 2. Because we're going to try to go for 2 attacks this turn. Alright, I'll keep looking for allies. Alright, so we cancel all excess damage. So I'm going to take one of these, put it on the bottom. And then we're going to send these guys after you reveal this location. Sure. I don't like Daisy being here. We're going to move in here and we're going to attack this guy again at 7 to 2. It's -2. We're going to keep this down. Something for Leo to do. And then this guy's going to move in here. Okay. Enemy phase. This guy is ready, so we're going to add a card here. And then we'll go upkeep. Dynamite, you say? Oh, that's going to be really good for the Gug. That seems like a good way for us to get that Gug. hidden card here. You cannot play or commit cards with an odd number of words in their title. So we're going to do the thing. All my cards are even. You cannot play or commit. Oh, sorry, I should have drawn a card off Lucky Cigarette Case. I'm bad. Just bear with me, everybody. Alright. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to use this right now. I think we're just going to use this. Because I don't think I really want to be fighting that Zoog and get that extra thing here. This is why I said I was upset that Daisy was going to be here. And I think that this is the right time to do this. We're looking for our first hidden card. There we go. So we discard that one. We shuffle the rest in there. Okay. When you draw, this is add that to your hand. You cannot cards to skill tests with odd number of skill icons on them. Alright, we just can't commit these cards. Don't get it twisted. These cards are not meant to be committed. We're going to go 7 to 3 once. Actually, sorry, we want Leo to go first. Alright, Leo's going to come in here. Leo is going to stab. 5 to 2. We have 6, so that's 3, so we'll kill 1. We're going to send this guy in here. We're going to hope this isn't Gug City, because I am going to follow him. Sure. I mean, that's a rough scenario location. And I'm actually going to use the beat cop to just turn this guy off. I think we just don't want to, we don't want to use them. We have to use our tools that we have to our advantage to get this done. I need, what, 10 clues here? Did I read this? I like to stay on the path. The first time recording your dream, we strayed from the path. I should record that. And we need 10 clues. Okay. Well, we might take a damage and lose an action here. Alright, back to Daisy. Pump this up to 7. We're going to go 7 to 3. Huge. Again. Huge. 2 clues. Let's move to the center. Alright. Then we'll go upkeep. We'll go upkeep over here. I have to discard 2 cards. And then we go 11. Sure. Go 3 all. Draw 2. Discard 2. That's funny. Alright, that's gonna surge. Because that's plus 0, right? Yeah, we do succeed. 4 to 5. I can't play or commit with an odd number of words. Yeah, just gonna go 4 to 5. I can take the damage. So we have 2 to 5, so we'll take 3. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, well, I can't commit any of these, so we just have to go 3 to 5. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Okay. They're gonna pull a laboratory assistant here. We're going to Old Book of Lore ourselves. I'll take Wood and Green. I can do this right now to gain 2 resources. Oh, I gotta draw 2 cards when that comes in as well. So we have to discard 2. Ward of Protection is probably worth keeping. We run like this. We'll move in here. And then we'll... I can't commit that. Dude, none of these have 2 symbols. This is kind of bad. Mind over Matter, Cryptic Writings. Sorry, let me just... Mind over Matter, Cryptic Writings... Higher Education. Essence of the Dream would have done it too if I kept that. That's brutal, brothers. Okay. Can't commit this deduction. Do I just, like, get rid of this deduction instead? Or just assume we're going to draw the Mind over Matter? I don't think the other stuff is really worth it. Okay. This is back down to 5. Is this MFer really going 5 to 5? No. I think this MFer is going to play Winning Green. Leo's going to reveal a token. He's fine. What's Leo going to do? How worried am I about this Law of Ygroth? Let's check out this Leo deck. We are looking for odd words. Lucky Cigarette Case. So I can't play or commit, right? Lucky Cigarette Case. Glory. Daring. Yeah, we're fine. I think that could just live here. I don't know if we want to stay here. I could, like, drop this Mauser. I think having more guns is probably going to be better for us. Gain a resource and then maybe just move to the center. And then we can go upkeep. Alright, 12 of 19. It's cutting it up. I mean, I'm a little bit nervous. Hey! Engage the investigator with the lowest fist. No! Why? Draw a resource or play. Okay. I'm not too bummed about that. It's a bit shitty to be here. Maybe we just have to get out of here. Alright, Leo's going to hop in here. I think Leo's just going to engage this guy. And then Leo is going to fire with the Mauser. That puts us at 6 to 3. I'm going to go 7 to 3 with this guard dog. Oh, sorry, I'll also spend 1, 2, 3 and play Beat Cop as well. Now that puts us 7 to 3. I don't need to do that. I should have done that first. Alright, 7 to 3. He's cooked, I'm afraid. Alright, Daisy's going to reveal a token. Sorry, a token, I said? We're good. Draw a resource or play. Well, I can't commit these cards, so Daisy's kind of going no-hand mode. Okay, let's see if we find Mind over Matter. We did. I have to lose a card here. It's going to be you. First action, we're going to get rid of this. I think I'm just going to take my time. We're not going to rush. We're going to play the tote bag. And then I'm going to investigate 6 to 5. We're going to commit Tetsuo over here to go 7 to 5. That's a -3, so we fail. Oh, sorry, it took me 2 actions to do that anyway, to play this, so I couldn't have investigated. I always get there. I make a mistake, but I promise you, I always get there, chat. Alright. Perfect. Alright, 13 of 19. Daisy's got to pick up the pace a bit. Deeper Slumber, sure. Dreamlands Eclipse. Okay, well, we have the horror to take. Alright, let's reveal a token. So we're going to take a damage and lose an action. Alright, we're going to book ourselves with the Encyclopedia to go to 8. And then we're going to take a horror to investigate. So we got to get rid of this. And then we're going to go 9 to 5 with the deduction. Nice. 2 clues. Man, this Daisy's cutting it close. I hate that I have to stay here one more turn. Because that kills the Widden. I mean, I could play Tetsuo. Just to tank. Let's say we do it. I'm going to put the damage on the Beat Cop from that. And then I'm going to play Tetsuo here. Okay. I think I'm going to just clear my Deeper Slumber. Then we can go upkeep. Sorry! Tetsuo is not here. I thought Tetsuo would be here, but unfortunately Tetsuo is not here. 1 to 3. Alright, if you fail and there are no such enemies placed, search the encounter deck and discard power for a Zoog enemy and draw it. Yeah, I'll take you. Stealthy Zoog. I mean, that's okay. Sorry, this one comes from Daisy. Alright, Daisy. How fricked are you? You're pretty fricked. Okay, we go 1. We ain't doing that. And then we do Book of Lore. I think we grab you. Oh, and then I think I just gain a resource. Alright, well Leo's guns, so I'm not too worried about this. We'll go 6 to 1. You're done. Let's put you on the bottom of Daisy's deck. We'll gain a resource. Sorry, 5 to 1. 5 to 1. This is not the +2 one. I don't think it mattered on the first one. And then we'll go 5 to 1 here. Oh, sorry, I have to reveal a symbol too. We're okay. Good, we can get out. Yeah, you're done. Onto the bottom with you. And then we're going to move into the middle. Immediately punish for playing the Tetsuo is very funny. Upkeep. New Widden is actually really nice. Daisy. I mean, I don't think we're in a full clear, but we can at least pass the scenario. Obscuring Fog is not an encounter card. Law of Yiggoth Chaos. You cannot play or trigger abilities on odd printed cards. Okay, I would like to solve that. Alright, Leo, why don't you face tank one of these locations for us? Let's move in here. Take 2 horror or lose all your remaining actions. I'll take 2 horror. And then honestly, I'm going to just throw some investigates at this. We're going to go 4 to 3. Let's go. And then this motherfucker is just going to go 3 to 3. Oh, no, I need a 0 for that one. Okay. I have to lose a card here. It's going to be you. Because of the Deeper Slumber. Like I told you, I always get it. I might be a bit late, but I always get it. Alright, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play Widden Green again. I think we're going to discard this. I'll Old Book of Lore myself. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we'll gain a resource. Ooh, I'm cutting it close, baby. It's a little bit spooky. Alright, 16. All right, what do we got here? Well, I'm done my clue days. This one I'm okay with. I'm just going to go 5 to 5. Sure. I'll just take a million horror. Okay. Leo's going to go 1, 2. Alright, that one's not too bad. And then I think Leo's going to go 3. So Daisy's going to come up here. Don't want to do that because the Necronomicon was put on the bottom of my deck. We're going to investigate. We have 7 to the game's 4. Yeah. Nice. 2. And then we got to come in here. Okay. I don't think Leo's gone. So we're going to get rid of self-centered. And I think I'm just going to discard this Mauser. Okay, so we can get by with this clue. I think we kind of have to. I don't think we can get the last one. I can get you, though! I can try to kill you to finish this off. Scare and Fog does nothing. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't do upkeep over here. I didn't do upkeep over here either. I'm just like kind of in the sauce right now. So I think Daisy's turn is very benign. I think she just takes an attack of opportunity, which Tetsuo will take, to move in here, and then she is going to take 2 horror. And then her second action is going to be investigate at 6 to 3. You know what? I'm going to do Old Book of Lore first. See if we can find something like a book symbol that can help on this. And this works. So we're going to investigate. I'm going to go 8 to 3. We got to grab this clue. And then I think we just move back in, and we assume we're going to advance this turn. We just want to kill this guy. We have the 10 clues. This is a bumpy ride, but it's a very limited collection. But these decks are still actually pretty legit. All right. We're going to shoot you. Five to 3. 6 to 3. 6 to 3 is okay. That won't do it. All right, we're going to shoot again. We'll use the Mauser this time. So we're going to go 5 to 3. Nice. Yeah, I think we'll just deal 2. Can I survive a dino? No, I can't do the action. Okay, we're going to fire at 5 to 3. I'm going to go 6 to 3. All right, 2 more to you. And then enemy attacks. We're going to have the enemy take... Tetsuo's going to take it for Daisy. And then I'm going to have an investigator search the discard pile. We're going to search our discard pile for an item. I'm going to just throw this wild icon into my hand here. And then we're just going to take it as Leo. And then we can go upkeep. Mitch Brown's a nice draw. Mind Over Matter is a nice draw too. Daisy could actually probably punch this guy out herself. We're going to go to our last Doom turn. Sure. 4-3 as our good friend Leo. So we're going to take a horror and lose an action. 3-3 is Daisy. Wrong thing again. We're going to take a horror and lose an action, cutting it close, but that's what makes it fun. And then that's going to surge into a Crypt Chill. We're going to go 4-4. Oh no, my Lucky Cigarette Case. And then over here, another Crypt Chill. 3-4. Oh no, my Encyclopedia. That's only when you're attacking against a swarm enemy. Okay. Alright, Leo, can you close this out? Let's fire with the Mauser. We have 5-3. We're going to go 6-7. We're going to go 8-3. He's dead. That makes up a little bit for missing this, but we will advance here. Gosh, Mickey, that was pretty close. Okay, advance this. As you near the edge of the wood, the more of the rodent-like creatures emerge, swarming out of the burrows and honeycomb trees. Soon the whole forest is alive with them. They surround you and chitter in a language you somehow understand. Intruders. They are with the cats. New dreamers. No, they followed the black cat, but the black cat is not here. We are many. They are few. Several of them emit low growls as they begin to close in. Just then you hear a human voice call out. What is the meaning of all this? The owner of the voice is a blonde young man with an unfazed expression. He is flanked by a pack of angry cats, each of whom falls into step beside him, save for one scarred old cat who takes the lead. You realize the man speaks not to you, but the creatures all around you, who slink backwards as they are scolded. Then, to your ever-growing surprise, the scarred cat speaks. Your tribute is late! We're going to watch the scene play out, because having the cats on your side is kind of poggy. Alright, the cats collected their tribute from the Zoogs. Man, that ultimatum was a little bit stressful in the middle part there. Brother. Alright. Any investigator may choose to add Evil Randolph Carter to their deck. I mean, it's going to be Leo. We're going to give that to Leo. And then we're going to go to the Black Cat Interlude, which Chad and I are going to figure out between. But I can still upgrade our decks. I want to just remind myself of what direction Chad kind of gave me. What he had here. It was Leo's to get money through Gregory and Mauser. The deck is... I actually played a crazy amount of stuff there. So we have Hungry Blade. We can do Hungry Blade, Empty Vessel, Black Cat, Easy Mark, Swift Reload, depending on how you hate. Yeah, so he's actually pretty open. Walking Library, Daisy. Oh, they were supposed to be advanced signatures. That would have been really helpful, so we'll make that change for the next one. That would have been nice for Daisy's, the tote bag, but that's on me. When I transferred it over, I didn't put in the advanced one. Abigail, Library, Docent, Esoteric Atlas, upgraded, otherwise, Private Lucid, Norm. Cool. Alright, so actually it's quite open. So how much XP do we have to play with? We have 11 XP. And we'll go to this one. So quickly with Leo, I want to put in Randolph Carter. He is a campaign card. Randolph. Bing. Okay, and then with Daisy, I want to get her advanced tote bag. The advanced one. And then we will go the Necronomicon, and we go with this one. Okay. So, this is still configured to the correct thing here. So let's look at our upgrade cards and see... Alright, so we want to probably do the Dream Diaries. Engage with an enemy. Higher Shroud is nice. Let me just see chat here again. Surprising find, lucid dreaming. Helps with dream enhancing and big hand. You can see my problem with how my playstyle is I'm a big fan of basic investigate actions, baby. Actually, the card that impressed me the most was Encyclopedia. I actually really enjoyed that. Having an endless version of that would probably be pretty hype. But I think we want to get the Dream Diaries because this would be the time to do it. The Deep Slumber can kind of screw big hand size a lot. I kind of like the Big Shroud. The Explorer one is pretty alright for me. So that leaves me, what, with 5 XP? I don't think we need to rush to bigger Widden. Library Docent and Abigail Foreman do seem like very fun options here. I like the idea of Surprising Find as well. I also am addicted to Perception too, but I want to try to go in the spirit of this deck that we had here. And I think we're kind of okay with level 0 Widden for right now. I think we just want to kind of get generically better. So like if I do 1 Encyclopedia, and we go like 1 Old Book of Lore, that equals my perfect 11, and it makes the books better. I think that's what we're going to do with Daisy. We're going to just kind of make that work. So I think Leo is unfortunately going to be a little bit more boring. I think we just kind of have to make sure our weapons are good. I love the idea of Easy Mark. Easy Mark is coming in here for sure. 1 XP for 3 economy cards, like, hello. I think I can start losing the Switchblades and the Daring Maneuvers. The Switchblades were fine in that first scenario, but they're about to get outclassed. I'm down to try a 1 of Hungering Blade, though. I think that's a fun idea. And then, like, what? I can make my Mausers better. I could also grab a Garrote Wire, dropping a cigarette case. Leave the cigarette case for now, drop the Switchblade. Because then we still have, well, we have 6 weapons with the Garrote Wire, but the Garrote Wire is a little bit worse for that. I can do 1 Beat Cop. Nope. I think what I think we need to do actually first instead is a little bit boring, but I think we need a Charisma. As Leo, I think we need that. And then we can look at like the level 1 cards to see if there's anything else we want to add or if we just bank it. A lot of interesting choices. I think Momentum's hype. I think Extra Ammunition is hype. It's kind of like another weapon. So why don't we go with Extra Ammunition? Sorry, that's 2. Oh, I'm already at 11. Never mind, I just don't know how to count. Too many cards? Alright, I'll cut 1. I see how it is. We can lose 1 of those. Because we got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's my 11? One, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can count, I promise. Alright. Here are these decks from the first of this campaign play-along. It was a fun time. It was a struggle. I wasn't able to full clear, but we still got a good chunk of XP, so I'm pretty happy with that. I am excited to do the next one, which is going to be Search for Gadath, which is going to be in a few days from now. I think that scenario, we don't really game it that much, so I think it's going to game us more than we are able to take advantage of it. But I think we'll still get some good experience to go into Scenario 3, Dark Side of the Moon, and hopefully not get bodied. It can happen. Trust me, it can happen. But that's what the dynamites are for. In the meantime, you should go check out Chad's episode, his first podcast, for checking out his Scenario 1, where he gets to play 2 decks that I built him, which I think was a Lucius and Tommy deck. So it should be pretty fun. You should go check that out. Otherwise, keep your eyes open. The next video will be coming out right away on the channel for the next play along, and we're going to have 2 more after that one as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.